Today we're going to talk about deposit bonds and how they work. Hi, we're here today with Joanne Danckwardt from One Agency, JD Property Agents in Fairy Meadow. And Joanne, I'd love to know a little bit about, first of all, what is a deposit bond, and then how does it work, or how can I use a deposit bond?
Okay, so a deposit bond actually represents usually the deposit. It's virtually a piece of paper that's issued from a lending authority saying that the person that's holding that bond has the capacity to pay the deposit. So it's not cash,
Right.
it is literally a piece of paper. And a lot of people, they don't have a lot of money sitting in the bank. What you have is equity, what we call equity in your home. So your home might be worth, $1 million and you only owe $100,000 on it, then you have $900,000 worth of equity. So the bank are going to be okay with you giving you a bond for a deposit on another property, because that's where you would use it. So because you might only have, $10,000 or $20,000 sitting in the bank, you might not even have that. But you would like to move from that home that you currently have, you might be looking at downsizing or rightsizing into something a bit smaller. And so you would then want to use the deposit bond because you may not have the full amount of the deposit that you need to put down on the new place. So, you might go from this $1 million home into something that might be like $600,000, it might be a little villa. And you would normally need for a $600,000 villa, $60,000 as a deposit, because normally it's 10%. You can negotiate 5%, but that's another story. But let's just stick with the $60,000. Like I said, you might only have $10,000 or $20,000 sitting in your bank account. You don't have $60,000. So how do you secure this new villa? You can't unless you have a deposit. So you either have $60,000 sitting in the bank, or you then go off and you try to obtain, or you will obtain, a deposit bond, and that bond will be representing the $60,000 piece of paper, and you put that down and not the $60,000 cash.
Wow.
And that will secure the property for you once you sign the contract.
Wow, that's excellent. Great. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Joanne. If you've got any questions about deposit bonds or how to shift from one property to another, selling and buying, please contact Joanne Danckwardt here at One Agency, JD Property Agents in Fairy Meadow. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.